This is Francesca.
And this is Katja.
Let's Diwaniya!
Welcome to our first episode of Let's Diwaniya.
Welcome. This is our very first episode of our podcast, Let's Diwaniya. And basically, what is this, Katja? Why are we doing this?
I think the question came up during Ramadan when we were talking about our experiences in Kuwait. And you were suggesting, should we make a podcast and share about something we have experienced here in Kuwait as an expats who are having a little bit different backgrounds and navigating this new culture and country.
True, because we basically were talking most of the times, hours and hours about cultural shocks and diving into this new life, adjusting and understanding new things. And then I think we connected from the fact that both of us, before coming to the country, we were trying to find information about this country, and it was quite hard, right? Yeah. We said, yeah, it's true for me as well. So I don't know, maybe this could be some good information for people
about sharing experiences from a person who, I'm from Finland, so I have my totally different background, and
I'm from Italy, and I've been living for the past 10 years in China. So many cultural shocks I can talk about. Also you, actually.
Yeah. I lived in India also, so it's a mixture of missing home and being inspired and excited about new people and new country and new everything, starting over or learning the what is my closest shop or what is my route to work or somewhere nearby places.
Basically building new routines, in a completely different country, meeting new people, trying to make friends.
What about the name? We were discussing our podcast name. That's Let's Diwaniya. How did we end up with that?
Well, maybe we should basically explain what is a Diwaniya, right? So Diwaniya is this word, Arabic word, that it comes from the Iranian word, right? Persian.
In the old times, typically men have gathered in these places. They call them Diwaniya, which means a shared place where they can discuss politics or interest in general, hobbies. And nowadays, people still gather in these Divaniyas weekly, even more than a weekly level. Usually it's hosted men to men, but in the recent decades or years also women have started to
have the women Diwaniyas.
Yeah.
I think it is a very interesting way of giving a name to a gathering with friends, but not only with friends, because actually Diwaniyas are those gatherings that even with, I don't know, strangers walk by, they can get invited to it.
Sweden, they have this fika. They are drinking coffee and eating this special treat. Here we have Diwaniya in Kuwait, and it's this place to hang out.
Tea and dates.
Yeah, tea and dates, It's a proper name because when you are entering a new country, the few words are the things you start to recognize. And Diwaniya is something I started to hear every now and then.
True.
And it's nice to attach our podcast as well.
That's a Diwaniya podcast, you know.
So before we ended up starting a podcast, should we give a little background, how we ended up in Kuwait and how we met?
Right. So basically, I am here since October 2024 because of some job opportunities of my partner. So I decided to follow him in this journey, and that's the reason why I'm here.
And for me, I got a nice job opportunity and I came here last September. So it was quite similar timings for us to enter this country. I think both of us felt quite lonely in a friendship level way. So we were both in our own ways wondering how can we meet people here? It's not I tried to find Facebook groups like Finnish people in Kuwait. Nothing.
We don't even have
Western-minded
embassy here. Well, yeah, that's quite shocking, and seeing that basically when people move to a new place, okay, maybe like me, I moved with my partner, and like of course we have like colleagues and friends, but you still want to have your own like routine and people and connection that we were talking before. And so I've started to wonder, how can I build my own connection? How can I make my own friends, like that are not related to my partner?
Can you tell whoever is listening, like, how in earth you find this Bumble best friend app? And because Bumble is typically used for like dating, romantic dating. And
So I've heard about Bumble just because like I'm a kind of nerd and I read articles about things in general. So the story about like she was the co-founder of Tinder, and then it seems like the founders kicked her out. So as a revenge, she basically founded Bumble.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
interesting.
Like because the difference with Tinder is that, at least that's what they told me. I'm just reporting as well, that women can decide to write first.
Yeah, in Bumble,
right?
If you're dating,
Exactly.
in a dating
So like
mode.
she built this app with this twist. Like, so it's different from Tinder. So anyways, this was my information about Bumble as an app, dating app. And then the first month I was here, I realized very fast, very quickly, that all my connections and going out and friends were all related to my partner. So my partner's colleague, that I'm very happy for like to have met them, and they're still our friends and everything. But I just wanted something like of my own. So talking with one of my best friends, she lives currently in Switzerland, and she has been living also many years in China. And when she moved there with her husband, she found herself completely alone. In the same situation as my situation. So surrounded by friends and acquaintances coming from her husband's job. And so she would feel like, I want my friends, like even people who don't even know my husband, like as it was in China before, or like in our own countries like previously. And so from her experience, she had a positive experience with Bumble, having this option of best friend, BFF, right? And she highly recommend me, like, Francesca, you should download Bumble, put that option, and so no weird man will bother you. and I successfully found friends in Zurich. No, she was telling me that. Of course, I successfully found you, actually. So I download the app. I just put like my preferences, what I like to do, my hobbies, and I've started like the matches. I felt so weird, to be honest. I've seen this app before, but just from the dating side. So you have like the swap. So no, yes, I don't like you, I like you. When you do it with men, so for example, like some friends used to give their Tinder and say, you can match me with who you want, like to have fun. When I was doing it with women in the BFF option mode, I felt weird. Because it was just for appearance, maybe I swapped, I don't like you.
Yeah. Even though it's a friend.
Right? But it's so interesting for me. Like I found my mind interesting. Like, why would I do this? Because sometimes you think only for dating you choose someone attractive to you. Like, this is my time, not my type. But I found out on my skin that even for friends, I felt she seems nice. She doesn't seem nice.
Yeah, because
I don't know if it happened to you on Bumble as well.
Based on looks, imagine.
Did it happen to you?
No.
You never swapped, no?
I felt like I was swiping everybody to right. I was like, I'm just desperate. I'm not desperate, but I'm desperate. In a way that I'm curious to meet.
I was going to say you're so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Because you give the chance to everybody.
Oh, yeah, it's how you phrase it, and I was saying I'm desperate, and you were all saying I'm nice.
Yes. But well, that was my experience.
Okay.
And then I still remember when I saw your profile. So when you can check through the pictures, I've started to see like your trips. That you were like in Asia and some Buddhist thing, and so I was like, oh, cool! Like she has been. I felt like she has been in Asia. Maybe she was living there, or she has been traveling. And I just felt like, I think that we have something in common with this girl. Because, of course, my experience in China, right? And traveling in Asia. So I felt like, oh, she seems cool. And then at first I didn't even realize 100% that you were Finnish, even though you put the flag. Because I'm not really good at flags.
Did I put the flag?
Yeah, you had the flag.
Really?
Yeah, later I realized that. You know why? I still remember.
Yeah.
Because the Finnish flag color is similar to Greece.
Yes, true.
Yeah. But of course, it's completely different if you really think about it. People who really like flags will hate me for this, but but at first I didn't know if you would be Greek or Finnish.
That's so funny to hear.
Yes, but that was just like thoughts, okay, and nothing. We started to text. I think we matched for. Like the app matched us for the feminist
interest. Yeah, you can choose different topics, and the algorithm works in a way that if you click something, it gives you people who have the sharings.
And then nothing. We start to talk, and we decide to fix our date, and it happened. I remember the first time. Imagine. You stopped nearby here, like you came to the seaside. And it was just like a really long talking and walking and all that. But you were one of the few people I spoke to on Bumble. And then we met and then we became friends. And that's it.
Happily ever after.
What about you? Like this, I feel like for me was like the easy way. Yeah. I download Bumble, I meet you. Yeah, I have a friend. Success. You know, that's like the success story that everybody wants to hear. Yeah. It happened to me actually.
It is the like the fairy tale. Like I need something, right? I download something to get it, and then it's coming to me, and I'm okay, fine. This is good. Yeah, I'm happy, and
the happy ending story.
Yeah, I got my friend now. But for me, before I downloaded Bumble, I was just like checking all the Facebook groups, like Western-minded people in Kuwait or something like this, or Western people in Kuwait, then Western-minded people in Kuwait. And if you go and check those groups, you will find the reason why I couldn't find anybody there. Mainly advertisements, like. If you need a moving company, we are here to help you. And of course, it was an open group, so I felt hesitant to write like, I'm looking for a friend. It
feels awkward.
And Facebook feels a little bit awkward in a platform. Like, who is in Facebook in nowadays? So I was like, But before, like when I came here on September, I don't know, like what happened this September, October, I'm like, it's like a dream when I'm now looking at it. I didn't know where to meet people, and it was still, for me as a Finnish person, it was like 40, 45 degrees. So I was not like interested in going out. And
not only for a Finnish person, trust me.
Yeah,
also
in general,
for me,
many people. Yes. And then what I've heard, like people who I work with, they were saying, in general, it's quite hard to find friends in this country. So adding these layers together, and then just a chaotic mind trying to settle into a new work and new environment, I felt like no space for people yet. But then all of a sudden, after maybe 6 weeks of time, I'm like, oh my goodness, I still don't have anybody to hang out with. Like, what happened? And I cannot just like think that there is nobody in this city. There must be somebody,
Of
and
course.
many people there must be.
That's a really good mindset you had in the end.
Yeah, in the end, in the beginning, I was like covered with this thought. I don't need now anybody. Like I just
Maybe
need to
you
have
just
my
want
friends.
to think about work.
Yeah,
Have your
yeah.
friends in Finland.
Yeah.
And,
Like exactly. And then I have never used Reddit. You know this.
Yeah, Reddit.
I have no idea actually.
I only read from it. I never really. I don't have
an account.
Yeah, an account.
I don't have either. But I was just like Googling friends, how to make friends Kuwait. So it always gave me this Reddit threads, or I don't know how to say it even.
Yeah.
So I was like, also there people are like a little bit desperate tone. Like writing in a desperate tone, like I don't have friends and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be true. Like there must be a way. There must be something.
True.
And then somehow I heard. I don't remember if I heard it, but then maybe I remembered like Bumble has the best friend mode, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. But
so it just came to your mind.
Yeah. Okay, got
so
something.
You discovered basically that Bumble has the best friend option, and then you gave it a try.
Yeah, and when you were talking about the pictures about me, I was like, I started to remember because I don't have it anymore. So I'm like, yeah. And for me, I didn't check pictures that much. I remember your pictures were quite fancy. I was like, oh, is this person like shallow?
Oh, that's so interesting to know.
Yeah. And when I heard you were saying like, oh, that seems like a cool person because she has traveled, I'm like, I never heard anybody giving me feedback.
So it's very interesting that we are giving each other the feedbacks of our pictures that we have seen, because I remember that when I was picking the pictures to upload on my profile, I generally thought that, what's the look I want to give? Like, of course, like we kind of tend to show ourselves in our best moments, in the moments that we feel pretty, that we feel like in our best self, okay? And but at the same time, it's not, I don't want to attract men, right? Because sometimes when we want to attract men, we want to feel like, oh, we're sexy, we're pretty, we're like, but now it's like the friendship part.
Yeah, how to attract friends.
Exactly. So like, I don't need to be like sexy. I don't need to be like just myself. So as you noticed, I shared many pictures with Paris, with my dog. And because I thought that basically she's like the most important thing for me. I decided just to upload, but I don't feel like I uploaded like the fancy one.
No.
But it's interesting that you felt like that.
It's more about, now we are getting a little bit deeper, but it is nothing about you, but it tells something about me, like how I view people.
Right.
And it is a big theme when I was considering moving here. Like I've read that appearance in Arab countries is a big thing. Women are really paying attention how they look, and they use a lot of time and energy, and they use a lot of time and energy to maintain their appearance. And for me, it has never been in a way that I have put that much of attention how I look. It's something else that I have wanted to maybe put the time. So I think in the beginning I was a little bit scared that somebody will judge me because I look differently, or I put different kinds of clothes or wear different kinds of clothes. So when I saw your profile, it might have just reflected my fear of being judged.
I see. Well, for me, I thought not that you were cool because you were traveling, but that it was cool that your travels were in Asia. And also I think that in your bio or something, in your description, you mentioned that you have been living and traveling Asia and India, this type of thing.
Exactly.
So I felt that this girl can, we can relate.
True.
Because it's not the same as having like a European person living, I don't know, in the States or in another country in Europe. Asia is very Asia. Like even now that I live in the Middle East, so Arab countries, different culture, but it's still Asia.
Yeah, true.
I think that you can understand what I mean. Like there are certain things that are relatable. It's hard to explain for me.
But
like for
we
people
will,
who didn't experience that, it's hard. Like you need to experience it to fully understand it.
And it's not about cognitively understanding. It's like physically feeling it.
So
I think it's like
true.
embodying the experience, not just like shallow, like you go to a holiday for 2 weeks somewhere and say I visited
exactly.
Bali or something. But when you live in a country, it's like your body remembers so many things.
Yes, exactly.
And these kind of moments we will be talking later on in this podcast, right?
Yes,
in the future
of course.
episodes. So before we had our first meeting or first friend date, what happened? Like we were discussing to meet up quite early. Do you remember? It was like
yeah, true. It's like we spoke on Bumble on the chat, and then I think we exchanged our WhatsApp number, if I'm
true.
not wrong.
Yes.
Then we start to speak on WhatsApp. And
that's the moment when if you're using it in a dating mode, I'm always like, I don't want to exchange numbers before I meet you in person. And I was like, should I do the same policy with this friend?
This is funny.
And then I was like, but she's gonna be like a decent person. Like guys can send pictures or whatever unwanted, or like, okay, this is a girl, she must be respectful.
Even though I feel that when a person like is a complete stranger, from the fact that like in the digital world you basically can upload any picture you want, as we were saying, like your best self, or even it's not you for real, that person. And especially today with the AI and all this bullshit thing, I feel that my number is private. But at the same time, it's like, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like a bad picture or something. Like I'm even thinking, I have this thing of like, does it exist, the word reserved? Yeah?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cautious.
Cautious. And all that. And yeah, so we were talking on WhatsApp. It's true, we didn't really share many things of our life on WhatsApp before we met actually in person.
Yeah.
How was the day for you when, I don't know, you were getting ready that morning to
you know, now that I'm thinking about it, we met like 9 or 10 a.m.
Yeah, very early. It was early, yeah.
Like nowadays, after like 8 or 9 months here, I'm like, who is getting up like this? Even though I'm an early bird, I would still like, I'm like, my mode is like, I'm just like floating in these mornings.
Maybe because we were excited.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like the energy was totally different. Like in the beginning, in general, like now the lifestyle is like, it's more about evenings and like late nights when people are meeting here in general.
True.
But I remember like I was nervous. It's hot. Will I be sweating too much? So I'm like, what is the clothes I should wear? And we are going for a walk, but is this like a exercise walk or just like hang around walk?
That's
like...
very Finnish.
Really?
That's so Finnish. You're thinking, is this exercise walk if with a person you meet the first time ever in your life? No, as an Italian, I would say like big cultural shocks. No, I would never think about that. I go for an exercise walk with a person I meet the first time in my life.
You wouldn't go?
No one wouldn't go. It's like, of course it's not going to be exercise walk because we don't know each other. Why do you think we should exercise together?
Because
right? Like, I know.
I don't understand.
No. It's, I don't know. Like, I would never think to like wear like sports clothes, as it's not that we say, okay, let's have a walk do some kilometers together. I just thought, let's have a walk, just to talk.
Yeah.
Even like sitting,
yeah.
chatting. Let's go for a walk. For me, it's just Even when I go out with my dog, you know, like I can go even dressed up like this. Well, I know it's not something against you or against me, right? It's just like talking about the difference in culture, like cultural differences.
I'm so surprised. I'm like still processing. Like, you couldn't even think about the clothes.
No, like for me, it was natural. Like, yeah, I thought about the sweating part because here it's so fucking hot. And so yeah, I remember I picked like a shirt or something and some white linen pants and comfy shoes.
True. Oh yeah, when we met, we have quite a lot of height difference.
Yes.
You remember the first impression?
Yeah, like I was expecting you to be tall.
I wrote it, I think.
I don't remember. So I was expecting you to be tall, but I don't remember if you wrote to me that you are tall.
That would be so random.
No, wait. I think you mentioned that maybe saying I'm gonna be the tall girl.
Would I say that?
I think. Should we go and check on our chat?
Yeah, if you have, because I have I needed to delete my WhatsApp, so there is no messages.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like me if I would say I'm the tall girl. I'm like,
really?
Yeah. But I would maybe mention it in. It's in the app, like in the Bumble, you can mention your height. That would be the only way I could have.
Really? But did I mention my height in Bumble?
No,
I don't remember.
All women in general are like shorter than me, so I'm like not.
Yeah, you're like tall for the average, right?
Yeah.
But in Finland, are you tall for the average?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Interesting.
People will notice.
November 21st, 2024. Hey Francesca, it's Katja from Bumble. This is WhatsApp. Oh yeah, I was like giving you like the location. We can meet there. You say thank you for sending the location. You were already so nicely organized. I really appreciate this. I was like, oh, she's so nice. Sweet.
Yeah, you were also so nice when you were sending the locations and stuff, so I didn't need to ask about it. I felt like, oh, this is nice person.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you were linking links and then talking about something.
Because I feel like when people are new to a place, I would feel the same. I feel lost.
Yeah.
And if they don't give me like, I don't know.
Some kind of a guidance. Even this one link, it was like, I don't need to ask for it. It comes when your side, because it was your area where we met.
Yes.
So it was like, actually, small things matters this much. Like, I still remember, it's like, and when you're meeting a new person, it's like two-sided then. It gives me the comfort that, she also wants to meet because she's making an effort. It's not just like me asking and demanding or requesting.
True. So no, it's true. You didn't say anything about that you're tall.
It would be so weird.
Why am I making up this in my mind? Please call up psychologist.
Fake memories happen. We want to make the story. Fake memories
are real. That's a real. No, you're just saying, oh, it takes 5 minutes drive. I'll let you know when I get into the taxi.
10 or 9
it was 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I was like thanking, like, I want to thank you for yesterday. That's the day after. And I was sending you Drops, the supermarket. Did you ever order from Drops?
No.
I was recommending you to order frozen food here.
Oh yeah, because I don't use freezer. Like,
but you didn't say that. You break my heart.
That was the Finnish way of being like, I don't want to be rude to her because she's making an effort. I'm like,
thank you, Francesca. I love this. I really love this. And nothing. And then the other thing is history.
Yeah. But imagine like going through now this first like time we met. It's so nostalgic, to be honest. Okay, today we have discussed a little bit how we met, and it was the main topic of our first Diwaniya.
Yes, I really enjoyed to record our first ever episode of Let's Diwaniya podcast.
Me too.
And well, guys, we hope you enjoyed, and Stay tuned for our future episodes.
Cut for.
This is Francesca. And that cat is dying. We have more bloopers than actual podcast, you know. This is Francesca.
And this is Katja.
No, why you didn't say let's Diwaniya?
I was so excited to hear your comment. Yay.
What the fuck?
We enjoyed? Sa, you need to say now, yes, I enjoyed here.
No, it doesn't feel natural. I'm sorry.
Yay. Yeah.
It was very cringe.
It's like I have been forced to do this.
This is Francesca.
And this is Katja.
Let's Diwaniya. This was good.
Yeah.